Unveiling the Healer Within, a revolutionary approach to health and wellness. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast, where we explore groundbreaking ideas that challenge the status quo and inspire transformative change. Today, we have the extraordinary privilege of sharing insights from our recent interview with Ingrid Isaacs, a true visionary in the realm of holistic health and wellness. Ingrid's unwavering commitment to empowering individuals to unlock their inner healing potential has not only touched countless lives, but has also sparked a revolution in how we approach well-being. Her dedication to shifting paradigms and coaching others to alter their mindsets when it comes to health is nothing short of remarkable. So let's dive deep into the invaluable lessons we've gleaned from this exceptional individual who is reshaping the landscape of health and happiness. Have you ever paused to consider that the key to your health and happiness might have been right in front of you all along? What if I told you that the power to heal, to thrive, and to live your best life isn't hidden away in a pill bottle or tucked behind a doctor's prescription pad, but instead resides within you? I know, in a world where we're constantly bombarded with promises of quick fixes and miracle cures, this might sound a bit, unconventional. But today, we're going to challenge that notion. We're going to peel back the layers of conventional wisdom, sift through the misconceptions that modern medicine has led us to believe, and explore a new paradigm of health and wellness that could revolutionize the way you live. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, great, another health fad, let me assure you, this is different. We're not here to sell you on a strict diet plan or convince you to empty your wallet on expensive supplements. No, what we're talking about is far more profound and, dare I say, revolutionary. We're talking about tapping into the innate wisdom of your body and mind, about rediscovering a healing power that's been within you all along, quietly waiting to be acknowledged. Let's start with a simple question. When was the last time you truly listened to your body? And I don't mean when it's screaming at you with pain or discomfort. I'm talking about those subtle whispers, those gentle nudges your body gives you about what it needs to truly thrive. In our fast paced, always on, notification driven world, we've become alarmingly disconnected from our bodies. We push through fatigue like it's a badge of honor, ignore stress signals as if they're mere inconveniences, and silence our intuition with caffeine, over the counter medications, and endless distractions. But what if, instead of waging this constant war against our bodies, we learn to work with them? What if we could tap into a wellspring of health and vitality that's been there all along, just waiting for us to pay attention? This, my friends, is where holistic health comes into play. Now, I can almost see some of you shifting uncomfortably in your seats. Holistic health, you might be thinking, isn't that just code for incense filled rooms and chanting circles? Well, I'm here to tell you that while those things can certainly be part of a holistic approach, and hey, if that's your jam, more power to you, it's so much more than that. Holistic health isn't just about treating symptoms, it's about addressing the whole person: body, mind, and spirit. It's about understanding that everything in our lives, our diet, our relationships, our work, our thoughts, impacts our health in ways we're only beginning to understand. It's about recognizing that you are the expert on your own body and that you have the power to make choices that support your well being. Let me share a story that Ingrid told us during our interview. It's about a client of hers. Let's call her Sarah. Sarah had been battling chronic migraines for years. And when I say battling, I mean she had tried everything short of exorcism to get rid of these debilitating headaches. Medication, check. Dietary changes, you bet. She'd even gone as far as getting Botox injections, which, let's be honest, is a pretty extreme measure when you're not trying to look surprised at your high school reunion. When Sarah came to Ingrid, she was skeptical but desperate. She'd been down so many dead end roads in her search for relief that she was ready to try anything. But here's where things get interesting. Ingrid didn't start by prescribing a new treatment or diet. She didn't hand Sarah a list of foods to avoid or exercises to do. Instead, she asked Sarah to do something that seemed almost too simple: keep a detailed journal of her daily activities, thoughts, and physical sensations. Now, I know what you're thinking. A journal, that's it? That's the miracle cure? But bear with me, because this is where the magic happens. After a few weeks of diligent journaling, a pattern began to emerge. Sarah's migraines often coincided with high stress periods at work and conflicts with her partner. It was like a light bulb moment, but instead of a light bulb, it was more like a spotlight illuminating the complex web of connections between Sarah's physical symptoms and her life circumstances. This realization was a turning point for Sarah. With Ingrid's guidance, she began to implement stress reduction techniques, improved her communication with her partner, and made small but significant changes to her daily routine. And guess what? Within a few months, the frequency and intensity of her migraines had dramatically decreased. Now, let's be clear. The key here wasn't some miracle cure or magic pill. It was simply giving Sarah the tools to listen to her body and understand the interconnectedness of her physical symptoms and her life circumstances. This is the power of a holistic approach to health. It's not about quick fixes or treating symptoms in isolation. It's about understanding the complex tapestry of factors that contribute to our overall well-being, but it doesn't stop there. This approach isn't just about managing symptoms or avoiding illness. It's about thriving. It's about living life with a level of vitality and purpose that many of us have forgotten is even possible. It's about understanding that true health isn't just the absence of disease, but a state of optimal physical, mental, and emotional well-being. This brings us to another crucial aspect of holistic health, the mind-body connection. Now, I know we've all heard the phrase mind over matter so many times it's practically lost all meaning, but how many of us truly understand the profound impact our thoughts and beliefs have on our physical health? Ingrid shared a fascinating study with us during our interview that really drives this point home. Researchers at Harvard Medical School conducted a study on a group of hotel housekeepers. Now, these women were physically active all day, constantly moving, lifting, bending, and cleaning. By all accounts, they were getting plenty of exercise. But here's the kicker. They didn't see themselves that way. They didn't consider their work to be exercise. The researchers divided the housekeepers into two groups. They informed one group about how their daily work qualified as exercise, explaining how many calories they were burning and how their activity level compared to health recommendations. The other group wasn't told anything. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. After just 4 weeks, the informed group showed decreases in weight, blood pressure, body fat, waist to hip ratio, and body mass index. The only thing that changed was their perception of their daily activities. Let that sink in for a moment. These women didn't change their diet. They didn't start a new exercise regimen. They simply changed how they thought about the activity they were already doing. This study illustrates the incredible power of our minds to influence our physical reality. And it's not just about positive thinking or repeating affirmations in the mirror, although those things can certainly help. It's about fundamentally shifting our beliefs about ourselves and our capabilities. But here's the thing. This kind of shift doesn't happen overnight. It's not about making a grand declaration on New Year's Eve and expecting instant results. It's about small, consistent changes that add up over time. It's about cultivating awareness and making conscious choices that align with your well-being. Ingrid emphasizes the importance of what she calls micro moments of wellness. These are small opportunities throughout your day to check in with yourself, to make a choice that supports your health. It could be taking a few deep breaths before a stressful meeting, choosing a nourishing snack instead of a sugary one, or taking a quick walk during your lunch break. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. These micro moments sound nice and all, but they seem pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things. And you're right, on their own, they might seem small, but here's the thing. They add up. They create a ripple effect, gradually shifting your habits, your mindset, and ultimately your health. It's like that old saying about how you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. And before any animal rights activists come after me, let me clarify that this is just a metaphor. Please don't actually eat elephants. The point is, big changes often happen through a series of small, consistent actions. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't have time for all this self-care stuff. I have a job, a family, responsibilities. I can barely find time to brush my teeth, let alone meditate or journal or whatever. And believe me, I get it. We're all busy. Life is hectic. But here's the thing. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's not a luxury. It's a necessity. Think of it this way. When you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. Oh, why? Because if you run out of oxygen, you can't help anyone else. The same principle applies to your health and well-being. By taking care of yourself, you're better equipped to take care of others and to show up fully in all areas of your life. This brings us to another key aspect of holistic health, the importance of community and connection. In our increasingly digital world, it's easy to feel isolated, even when we're constantly connected through social media. We can have hundreds of friends on Facebook and thousands of followers on Instagram and still feel profoundly alone. But true connection, meaningful relationships, and a sense of belonging is crucial for our health. Ingrid shared a powerful example of this. She once worked with a group of seniors in a community center, teaching them simple yoga and meditation techniques. Now, the physical benefits were clear: improved flexibility, better balance, reduced pain. But the most significant impact was on their mental and emotional well-being. Many of these seniors lived alone and had been feeling isolated and depressed, but coming together regularly for these classes created a sense of community. They started looking out for each other, sharing meals, and even organizing outings together. Their overall health improved, not just because of the yoga, but because of the connections they formed. This story illustrates a fundamental truth. We are social beings. Our health isn't just about what's happening inside our bodies. It's also about our relationships, our sense of purpose, our connection to something larger than ourselves. So, how do we put all of this into practice? How do we start living and playing in a healthy way, as Ingrid encourages? It starts with awareness. It starts with asking yourself some important questions. How do I feel in my body right now? Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally too. What choices am I making that support my well-being? What choices might be undermining it? How connected do I feel to myself, to others, to a sense of purpose? What small change could I make today that would move me towards better health? Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to health. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to tune into your own body, to trust your intuition, and to be willing to experiment and learn. This might mean trying out different forms of movement until you find one that feels good for your body. Maybe you'll discover that you love the meditative flow of yoga, or perhaps you'll find your bliss in the high energy atmosphere of a dance class. It might mean exploring various stress reduction techniques, meditation, journaling, spending time in nature to find what resonates with you. It might mean reassessing your relationships and seeking out connections that truly nourish you. The journey to holistic health isn't always easy. It requires courage to challenge conventional wisdom, to go against the grain. It requires patience to make small, consistent changes rather than seeking quick fixes. And it requires compassion for yourself and for others who might not understand your choices. But the rewards are immeasurable. Imagine waking up each day feeling energized and excited about life. Imagine having the vitality to pursue your passions, to show up fully for your loved ones, to make a positive impact in the world. This is what true health looks like. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, commit to one small act of self-care each day. It could be as simple as taking 5 deep breaths before you start your workday, or swapping out one processed snack for a piece of fruit. Notice how these small changes make you feel. Notice the ripple effect they create in your life. Remember, you have the power within you to heal, to thrive, to live your best life. You are the expert on your own body. Trust that inner wisdom. Listen to it, honor it, but don't stop there. I challenge you to take this knowledge and spread it. Share what you've learned with a friend or family member. Start a conversation about holistic health in your community. Be a catalyst for change in your own life and in the lives of those around you. Because here's the thing. This isn't just about individual health. It's about creating a healthier, happier society. It's about shifting our collective mindset from one of disease management to one of wellness cultivation. It's about recognizing that our individual health is inextricably linked to the health of our communities and our planet. So, I leave you with this question. If you truly believed in your body's innate ability to heal, how would that change the choices you make each day? And more importantly, how might those choices ripple out to create positive change in the world around you? The power is in your hands. The healer is within you. It's time to listen, to trust, and to act. Your journey to holistic health starts now. Are you ready to take the first step? Thank you for joining us on this exploration of holistic health and wellness. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to make a choice that supports your well-being. Choose wisely, choose consciously, And above all, choose health. Here's to your health, your happiness, and to the incredible journey of discovering the healer within you. Until next time, this is the Black CEO Podcast, empowering you to live your best life, one choice at a time.